Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Wednesday, September the 26th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. And this is a link to get into our free room, 100% free. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. I open the room at about 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live in the mic at 9:05. Go to 3:30, Mondays to Thursdays, and 3 o'clock on Fridays. This is a link for a subscription to Trade Ideas. There's a promo code for 15% instant off either first month of a standard or premium or the entire year of a standard or premium subscription. All right. Well, I think the moral of the story today is that you don't need a good win percentage sometimes in order to make money. I'm not going to go over all the little chop out trades I took. There was Tattoo. There was, when I say I'm not going to go over them on the charts, TTOO, Alcoa AA, Joan from Holly, and NTEC. Actually, I made some money on Joan, NTEC, a couple others. I probably had 4 or 5 losers. However, had the big winner with Aldex. So again, if I looked at my overall trading today on the win percentage, it would not have looked very good at all. But it only takes one really good one, and that just completely wipes out all the little losses. And remember, if you watch the way I trade, my losses are like a nickel here, a dime here. I never, ever let. I know. I mean, if I can help it. I mean, if something blows through my stop, nothing I can do about it. But I mean, if the trade isn't working for me, then I just get out. It's really that simple. One of my philosophies anyway is that, let's just say for argument's sake I get into a trade at 9:10 and my stop is at the whole number 9. Now, if it moves, and so what I'll do is I'll buy enough shares so that if I do get stopped out at 9, so say 10 cents, I'll buy the shares that I don't mind losing that amount of money. So let's just, for argument's sake, say I was willing to risk $100 on the trade. So I could buy 1,000 shares. If it went to $9 at 9.10, if it went to $9, then I would lose 10 cents. In other words, $100. Okay. However, if I get in at 9.10 and it sits there and then it starts drifting, 908, 907, 906. Many times, I don't necessarily wait for it to hit 9 to get stopped out. If I don't like the way it's trading, then I'll get out even earlier. Sort of like what Holly does and what's called a reduced risk. Holly has a stop out price where absolutely she'll stop herself out. But if she sees the stock drifting down, she might get out early. And that's what I do. Can always get back in. Anyway, sorry, I sort of got carried away on a tangent there. But here's what the ALDX, why this turned out to be. You can see all of my lines here. This was actually a double trade for me. I got in a couple of times. This was the action in the pre-market. Big news. It's still up 56%. Big news for it. I think phase 3 results and maybe an imminent FDA approval and all that. So there was the news. Now, what was not great, of course, was there's the pre-market action, and it was basically giving it up. I mean, there's the pre-market high of 1640 or so, and it dropped over $4. So that didn't look good. However, when the market opened, there's that first 15-minute candle. It did that, and it came back down, and then it popped up again. So I ended up taking the first time. I took the trade at 1420. I got out some right here. I think that should be, well, these lines are going to confuse me now, but I got some out at 1460 and 15, okay? And then, right there, because it looked like it was having a real struggle to get through 15. Then it did this, and, Real in the Room, of course, said, watch it. I was obviously watching it, basically said, look at these bottoming tails here in the 15. What do they mean? The sellers tried to knock it down. Buyers took it back up. Sellers tried to knock it down. Buyers took it back up. So when it broke over 14 again, I ended up taking this just as I was getting my break. I took this right here at 1440. And look what it did, all the way up to 16. And now I'd love to say I got out everything at the top here. Not quite. I got out some at 1550. Probably right around there. There's a sell. There was a sell there, 1528, 1550. But anyway, the bottom line is that I waited on it the second time and it finally started to work. The second time, and even after the first time. Basically, my clue were these bottoming tails that the sellers were trying, but the buyers were trying to move it up. Sorry, my phone is talking to me. My new smartphone. Now I'm out of this one again. I'm being chopped out. I actually did okay on this one. Why aren't you loading? Just a second here. Okay, having a trouble with the charts right now. Hmm. Might have to cut this a little bit short. For some reason, my charts aren't loading here. Give me a second here. My charts are not loading. Might have a problem with my server. Well, anyway, it was A2U. I actually got in at 28.10, waited on a cross. Too bad I can't show it to you. I got out some at 28.40. Now I see it's right back to 28.10 and I'm out of it. So very choppy day for me for the most part, except for that other one. Sorry about that. I don't know why this is not, don't know what is happening here. Let me try to see if I can get the ALDX back. Okay, at least the ALDX comes back. All right, well, I'll have to check to see if I can bring this back now. There we go. So you see the cross, there was a cross right here. See that cross right there? That's actually on the 15. There's that 8 EMA crossing above the 20 SMA. I waited a long time for this one to really break through 28 and finally did, got up to 28.47, but it's come back down, right back down again. So I'm out of that one. And that, now here is one that I got chopped out of this one also. Again, when I say chopped out, just a nickel loss. I do like this one. I got into this one right here around 7, what was it, 7.14, I think. Took myself 7.13 actually. Look at it on the daily chart though. If this closes near the high, there's a chance that I will take this one. Because if you look at it right here, you look at the daily on this. So over that whole number has a nice little void looking left. So there's a chance if it closes near the high, I may take this one. I'll get back to that ALDX and get back to the 15. All right. So, sorry about the little technical problems had there, but anyway, I'm going to close this down. So any questions for me, you can use this email address, linked for our free trading room, 100% free. Don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas. I'll open the room tomorrow around 9 o'clock Eastern Time and get live in the mic at 9:05. And so I hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.